HALALYAM YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI BAHASHAM RAWCHAA QADASH. Double honors unto my apostles and elders of great millstone that rule well and teach well, orderly and fervently to the Spirit. To the Achaia, my fellow laborers, risking their lives and fearing to push this word out in truth and sincerity. To the Achaia, YAHAWAH, listening and learning, being doers of the word and abiding in the faith. And to the speckled birds scattered abroad that look like the other nations, but are truly Yasharallah through the Spirit. Shalom wa barakatam. This is your brother Ariel from the GMS Orlando camp. And I just wanted to make a quick lesson going into something that was on my spirit right, just now. I was watching a video from my elder brother and basically going into these niggas, man, 2/3 of our people, and how degenerate, how vile, and how far they have fallen from our, rightful estate as the children of Israel, the children of YAHAWASHI, a holy, noble planting of the Lord, a royal seed line. Now look at niggas, man. Now look at our people and how vile they become. And, it was going into these different clips of, Eve cooking chitlins, eating a pig head, and I went and I looked up, the TikTok, and the whole bitch's shit was just weird, what I believe is fetish content, as they call it, which is like some kind of, I guess, satirical kind of, well, maybe not satirical, but it's deliberately outrageous to get views, to get people to look at it, because it's so crazy, so outlandish, and they get off on the reaction. They get off on people watching them do this weird shit. Nigga putting what I believe is her husband, or whoever, putting his foot in the camera every other video or so, and she's just being a complete demon, a weirdo, nasty bitch. Yeah, and it's like that. That's what it is. And his wicked ass, nasty, weird ass too. All of them, and that's representative of the state of Jake today. I was watching another lesson from another elder brother going into why YAHAWASHI has to destroy 2/3 of our people, because we get on Babylon, we get on the so-called white man, of course, but first and foremost, we hold ourselves accountable as a nation. The reason why we're in this situation is because of shit like that, because Jake has no remorse. They have no qualms with disobeying and provoking YAHAWASHI to anger. And Lord's will were part of that number, the hopeful elect. Just as YAHAWASHI is pissed off with 2/3 of our people doing all this shit, we get vexed at the sight of these things, at the hearing of these things, at the fact that our people do not care. They have completely followed after the ways of the heathen. They've completely separated themselves through iniquity, which is sin on top of sin, relentlessly disobeying and spitting on the remembrance of YAHAWASHI. It's vexing, it's very infuriating. And every day we see more and more why 2/3 of our people have to be put to death. And I was thinking about that, because you get to meditating terror sometimes through the Spirit. And, people will say, well, times have changed. We're not living in biblical times anymore. We're not in the ancient world. Things is different now. Those old ways are antiquated. Now we're doing our own thing. Now we're living our lives, and these are the excuses that Jake will come up with. Especially Eve, to continue doing what they're doing. And they look at, people, the world looks at us like we're crazy for feeling this way. Not even for feeling this way, but for speaking out against these things, which is not really anything to do with how we feel. It's just the truth. It's the word of YAHAWASHI. But we're the bad guys because we're pointing out how vile and wrong you people's existences are. And we're supposed to what? Coexist and tolerate this madness? Okay, evil should not be tolerated. Evil should be put out. Okay, like a fire. Okay, when some shit gets caught, something flammable catches fire, you put that shit out immediately. You're damn near panicking, trying to splash some water on it, get a blanket to smother it, stomp it out. That's what wickedness, that's what needs to be done when it comes to wickedness. That's why YAHAWASHI, ordained the laws that we have. When Jake would get into all manner of evil, okay, a lot of the consequence for a lot of iniquity, for a lot of sins was, for example, stoning. Okay, stoning is when you do the research, when you meditate on something as simple as stoning somebody to death that has committed a sin worthy of death, that is a very powerful demonstration of the authority and the results of wickedness, okay, against YAHAWASHI. Okay, because when you stone somebody, it's not just because people, that's another thing, is people have a problem with the fact that, with what you call the death penalty, what we call today the death penalty, which is not implemented correctly, righteously today, but they have a problem with the death penalty in general because they feel like, well, we shouldn't take anybody's lives. We shouldn't take anybody's life and, let them rot in jail instead, which is weird. That's actually weirder. In fact, the death penalty as a concept is not weird at all. It's weird for you to want somebody to be in prison and rot in jail, and you claim to be more humane for not wanting to take someone's life, but you're talking about let them rot in jail and think about what they did for the rest of their life for years or whatever, and then let them out. Why? That's actually strange. What you should do when someone commits a sin worthy of death, okay, when they go against the laws of YAHAWASHI to the level of being deserving of death, for example, because stoning isn't the only way. Sometimes you might burn somebody, okay, but stoning, just as one example, that's already painful, okay? You didn't die quickly. That wasn't a quick death. That was painful. That's something that they would be there, sitting there, dealing with it. And, the whole city is seeing that. People throwing stones, okay, at somebody, at a fellow Israelite, as a consequence to their actions, man. They might be twitching. You get one good hit on their head or something like that. Okay? It's visceral. It's a visceral image, but it's necessary. Okay? Because Israel, like the scriptures say, Israel would see, Israel would hear, and they would fear. You have to have a healthy dosage of fear so it keeps things in line. The reason why niggas are the way that niggas are niggas, okay, to this day is because they have no fear. It's because they believe they can do whatever they want and they'll not deal with any consequences. Okay? If man, and when you take it even deeper, the brother Nahaliya put it beautifully. You have niggas that live the way they live today, and they believe that hell is real. They're like, yeah, I'll go to hell, and I'll go to hell and blah blah blah. They're not scared of hell. And that's somewhere that you go after you die, where you are tortured for all eternity in endless fire. And they don't fear that. So imagine if niggas knew that hell is not real, and you actually are regenerated every third or fourth generation after you die. Okay? Niggas would be like, I'm gonna come back through my same seed line? Well, shit. All gas, no brakes, and I don't have nothing to worry about. Imagine if niggas actually knew that. So even the way that the way that shit is set up now is through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI is according to His will. But it shows you that if Jake wasn't blinded, and if Jake even knew just that one aspect of truth of the world, you can imagine how much worse they'd be. Like how crazy they would act just knowing that. But even without knowing that, Jake is still getting worse, and Jake is still going to get so bad to the point where, yeah, Jacob's trouble is going to have to take place. It's going to have to be an absolute purging of the nation of Israel, okay, because of how wicked our people are. You can't coexist with this. You need to stomp this out like a fire. You need to completely desolate evil. Get rid of evil from among you. You cannot let that fester. You can't let it. You don't want to be around that. You shouldn't want to be around that. We can't coexist with you niggas. You niggas are weighing us down. You niggas are holding us back. Okay? That's why the Lord is only dealing with the remnant. He's only dealing with the elect. Because the rest of y'all are degenerate, man. Lord's will, we're not a part of y'all, a part of the 2/3. Y'all are degenerate. You're filthy. You're absolutely filthy. And that's not me talking from a place of pride. That's merely a sound-minded observation, a truth, an observable truth. That the way you niggas live, the way you niggas are living. If I didn't say it already, the video that the elder from the other elder that I was watching from California, there was other clips about Jake jumping on an ambulance. There was Juneteenth partying, and all of a sudden shooting breaks out, which was judgment. But that's another vexing scenario where Jake is just out and about, moving according to their lusts, without a care in the world, man. Not to mention the Juneteenth celebration is retarded and wicked as hell, But I could go on, man. It's non-stop vexation and vanity and wickedness, and Jake wants all parts of it, man. So all that, is to say that to hell with Jake, okay? To hell with Jake. We don't want to be around you. We don't want to be among you, We don't want to tolerate you. We don't want to coexist with you. We want you gone. Just as much as we want Esau Edom gone. Through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, because the Most High wants you gone. The Most High is pissed off with you niggas. He's angry with the wicked every day. So let me gather my thoughts. Let me read this precept, right? Proverbs 8 and 13. The fear of the Lord, right? Which, again, you need a healthy dosage of fear. Every single day you need to remember YAHAWASHI could take your ass out, and He's justified in it. All of us are worthy of punishment. Something that we need to remember at all times, which keeps us on the straight and narrow, keeps us obedient and surrendering unto Him, knowing that, hey, The Lord is having mercy on us. Every breath we take is from YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. So the fear of the Lord, which is really the obedience to YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, is to hate evil, pride and arrogancy and the evil way, and the forward mouth do I hate. And that's niggas. When I was looking at that bitch's TikTok, there was one that particularly pissed me off, of her just looking at the camera hella proud eating some bullshit. And I'm like, there's nothing that's one thing, me speaking as a man, I can't stand when people are doing, proud. People do shit that is clearly wrong, and they have a proud look about them while they're doing it. Or they just look in the camera, they look at you and they know that, yeah, what are you gonna do about it? That shit is like, man, you have no idea what YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI is about to do about it. Because it's not me. You don't know who you're dealing with. You don't know that the Lord is always watching. It's not about my eyes. It's about YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Okay? Seeing your pride. And he's going to revenge that pride. Okay? He's going to punish your ass for that. You think you're getting away with it now? Just wait a minute. Wait on it. Because keep that same energy, man. And remember all the shit that you did. Because Jake loved to talk about why me, why this, why that. Nigga, why were you doing what you were doing? Okay? Before all this shit happened. Remember your ass. Remember how wicked and prideful you were before you get to questioning and, begging and pleading. No, nigga, it's too late. It's too late. Soon it's going to be too little too late. That's why we tell our people, repent now. Repent now. And we're going to go into another example, okay? Because when we speak as the oracles of the Most High YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI. Okay, we may not be in the ancient world. We may not be able to do certain things right now in these modern times, but we're doing it in another form. We're doing it through the Spirit. We're using the words of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI to execute judgment upon 2/3 of our people and the heathens. Okay? The judgment is YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI's. Alright, he set us up as his mouthpieces, as the prophets, to cry aloud and spare not and show you niggas your transgressions. Okay? And through that, right? Through that obedience, right? As the Lord commanded us to come out and speak these words boldly, okay, and profess the names of Yahweh, Yahawashi, the Most High is pleased with our labors. Much like how, this one example that I'm going to get, Lord willing, was done in the ancient world. In a different form though, right? But we're going to read it, Lord's will. Okay? So the fear of the Lord, if you love the Most High, if you're obedient unto the Most High, you're going to hate evil. Hate the evil and love the good. Anything the Most High hates, you hate. Anything the Most High loves, you love. Whatever the Lord tells you to do, you do it. Okay? No questions asked. He tells you to jump how high. Okay? When? Where? Do it. You obey him. Period. But niggas is doing the exact opposite of that. Another one, Amos 5:15, hate the evil and love the good, and establish judgment in the gate. It may be that the Lord Yahweh power of hosts will be gracious unto the remnant of Joseph. Now, this right here is an example that I was thinking about. Like I said, through the Spirit you get to meditating terror, and it's like, if we was in the ancient world, man, shit would be a lot different. But we're in a different time now. And now we're under grace. Okay? So things are moving a bit differently. Okay? However, it's the same judgment. It's the same standard It's just in a different form now. Okay, which is why I was saying Phineas, right, in the ancient world got physical, but we are getting spiritual. Okay, just to make the comparison, but it's essentially the same thing. And the book of Psalms is going to word it in a way that is going to explain it better, explain what I'm trying to say better. So Numbers 25:6, and behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, because our people, right, these wicked jakes, was committing idolatry basically, and getting with all types of heathen women and performing this idolatry when the Lord clearly commanded us not to. Jake was doing the opposite of what the Lord commanded us to do. So the Lord was like, hey, slay these niggas basically. And I believe he said hang their heads up. Right, verse 4. And the Lord said, matter of fact, verse 1 in Numbers 25. And Israel abode in Shittim, and the people began to commit whoredom with the daughters of Moab. And they called the people unto the sacrifices of their gods, and the people did eat and bowed down to their gods. And Israel joined himself unto Baal Peor. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel. And the Lord said unto Moses, take all the heads of the people and hang them up before the Lord against the sun, that the fierce anger of the Lord may be turned away from Israel. So there's when it comes to committing iniquities, when it comes to sin, there's a blood atonement. There's a necessary blood atonement, okay, which is why we had the animal sacrifices. But when it would get to these points where it's like, to hell with you niggas, the Lord would require that blood at the hand the Lord would require our blood, not animal. There wasn't no sacrifice that they could have done. Sometimes the Lord required that blood. Okay, and this was one of those times. So when the Lord had this happen and commanded Moses and the judges of Israel to do this, this was so that the anger of the Lord may be satiated, may be sated. Okay? Because Israel, really, a lot of, man, like the scriptures say, man, the scriptures say it better than I can explain it, right? The Most High executeth or exacteth less than thine iniquities deserve. All right, so when the Lord would have these, far out, severe punishments come upon our people, you better bet that was light work. That was nothing compared to what we really deserved. So these were, blood atonements that were necessary to, satiate the wrath of YAHAWASHI. Okay? Because it's like, when a man is angry, like for jealousy is the rage of a man. And what was Israel doing here? They were committing idolatry. Right? When a man is jealous and his wife just committed adultery against him, you can't nothing satisfy that man. Can't nothing calm him down. He wants the life of the woman, he wants the life of the man, and he might take the life of anybody that get in his fucking way. Okay? He won't be satisfied by bribery, by any smooth words. He want blood. That's just what it is. Okay? And you niggas don't understand. The Lord is giving us a lot of mercy. He's giving us boundless, endless mercy right now. He's very long suffering with us, man. Okay? The mercy is the love of YAHAWASHI, his mercy is endless, is limitless. But you niggas not even trying. You niggas are not even trying. So look at niggas, man. Look at niggas, man. Look at niggas. Look at niggas. And you tell me if them niggas deserve mercy. Hell no. That's why what's gonna happen is going to happen. You niggas are gonna die. The spirit and power of YAHAWASHI is gonna be a whole lot of bloodshed. A whole lot of wrath. Okay? So verse 5, and Moses said unto the judges of Israel, slay ye everyone his men that were joined unto Baal Peor. And behold, one of the children of Israel came and brought unto his brethren a Midianitish woman in the sight of Moses and in the sight of all the congregation of the children of Israel, Salakia, who were weeping before the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And when Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, he rose up from among the congregation and took a javelin in his hand, and he went after the man of Israel unto the tent, and thrust both of them through, the man of Israel and the woman through her belly. So the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. Right, so Phinehas' spirit was lit on fire, man. The spirit of the Lord came upon him and he executed judgment. All right, and thrust them through. Really, them judges, Moses and them judges, the spirit of the Lord was upon them. The Lord gave them the commandment, and they executed judgment too, and slayed everyone his men, like it said. But this example right here, I wanted to get this because that zeal hit Phinehas, and he was like, "Fuck that, nigga, you gotta go, you and your woman." Picked up that spear, that javelin, and thrust both of them through, man. That's like, that was the terror of the Lord that came upon them through Phinehas. And Phinehas was righteous for that. Okay, that was righteous judgment being executed by the hand of Phinehas through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. Right? Because what did it say? The zeal of Phinehas. Verse 10, and the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Phinehas, the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, hath turned my wrath away from the children of Israel, while he was zealous for my sake among them, that I consume not the children of Israel in my jealousy. In the NLT it says, so I stopped destroying all Israel, as I had intended to do in my zealous anger. See? He is doing much less than what we really deserve. And you niggas might hear that and be like, wow, what a wrathful, narcissistic, mean God. Okay, and even if that were the case, and your vain opinion was correct, and what? And what, nigga? What are you gonna do about it, you dummy? This is the almighty power. It's not a question of if you want to serve him, you dumbass. The only thing to do would be to serve him. Even by your logic, you're an idiot not to. So basically, you're just admitting that you're too prideful, okay, to save your life. Okay? However you feel, whatever think piece you want to come up with, doesn't matter. Okay? Because at the end of the day, you lack understanding and you don't read, so you don't understand the bigger picture, right? But regardless, we know YAHAWASHI has it right. YAHAWASHI is the omnipotent, almighty, righteous, most high God that executeth judgment on the planet Earth. Okay? We're wrong. We have it wrong. We're not right. Okay? You think you know better than the almighty most high God? You got another thing coming. You're going to find out just how wrong you are. Okay? This is the mercy of the Lord, man. This is the mercy of the Lord. That's why we pray and we hope to be counted among the elect, 1/3, that are worthy of being exempt from the judgment that's about to come upon our people. Okay? So it said, wherefore say, verse 12, wherefore say, behold, I give unto him my covenant of peace, and he shall have it, and his seed after him, even the covenant of an everlasting priesthood, because he was zealous for his power, and made an atonement for the children of Israel. In the NLT it says, in this covenant I give him and his descendants a permanent right to priesthood, for in his zeal for me, his power, he purified the people of Israel, making them right with me. Right? Or he made an atonement for the people of Israel. See? So that was where bloodshed was necessary. You know, so I read that. I wanted to read that to make that point of the spirit of zeal that Phinehas and the prophets of old, you know, these different men that YAHAWASHI was dealing with in the ancient world. You know, you have examples like this where it was like, I'm gonna just, bring them hither, slay me before me type shit. I'm gonna lay hands on you. I'm gonna get real physical. I'm gonna make you stop that bullshit. I'm gonna make you get right. I'm gonna make you, you know, it's no different really than now. Of course, or it's a different season. We're not making anybody do anything, but through the spirit and power of YAHAWASHI, the words that we're speaking is judgment being executed. Okay, because as they forbear and as they scoff and mock against the words that we speak unto them, because they're not our words and they're the words of YAHAWASHI, which he commanded us to do, and we do it with the utmost zeal and the utmost obedience, fearlessly, in the face of our oppressors, in the face of 2/3 of our people. It's the same thing. It's the same judgment being executed. Okay? The difference is, this is leading up to a much more severe punishment than just getting thrust through and being put to death like that. This is the end. We're at the end. Okay, and the Lord is being very, very gentle with Jake right now. Okay, even with the judgments that go out, the shootings that happen, the different things that Jake gets into, the Lord is really, he's being gentle right now. He's talking. We're in the talking stage. Soon, it ain't gonna be no more talking. Soon, Esau's gonna come down having great wrath, and Jacob is gonna get tortured out here during Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. On top of that, the men of the Lord, the 144,000 with that spiritual power, will get a chance, okay, through the Spirit, to start laying hands on the wicked. Okay? So it behooves you niggas, right, to hearken, but we know you're not gonna hearken. Unless you're a part of the elect. We know you're not gonna hearken. And you love it this way. Okay, so you same niggas back then are the same niggas now. And then I wanted to read this in Psalms, I believe it was 108, 106 maybe. Right, Psalms 106 and 28. They joined themselves also unto Baal Peor and ate the sacrifices of the dead. Thus they provoked him to anger with their inventions, and the plague break in upon them. Then stood up Phinehas and executed judgment, right? And so the plague was stayed. In the NLT it says, but Phinehas had the courage to intervene and the plague was stopped. Okay, don't the elect in these last days have the elect men on the highways and hedges have the courage, right? The Spirit of the Lord is upon is upon his men, the prophets, starting with the apostles and elders of Great Millstone on down. They've been given the courage to step in, to step out, and say something and speak against this. Like, hey, y'all thought this shit was cool? No. The Lord has a problem with this. The Lord has a controversy with y'all. And he's about to put y'all to death if you don't stop. He's putting some of you to death already, little by little. But soon it's going to be all gas, no brakes. You better stop before it's too late. Okay? Hey, again, the times that we're in, first and foremost, the Lord is talking. He's been talking and talking and warning and warning and warning. Okay? But, like the apostles say, hey, where words don't teach, adversity will. So, unfortunately for you niggas, it has to get physical because you don't listen. You just don't listen. You can't reason with these niggas. It has to get physical. And the Lord's going to be doing the physical pleading, not the begging type of pleading, but the pleading where flesh is rended from the bones, okay? And blood is shed. And that's the only way you niggas are going to be able to atone. Okay? The Lord going to make y'all atone through your blood being shed. Okay? The Lord is going to make an atonement among the house of Israel, right? The 2/3 of our people, through judgment and blood being shed. It's going to have to get to that point. And we see why. So it said again, verse 30, then stood up Phinehas and executed judgment, and so the plague was stayed. Because blood was shed, right? In the form of the ultimate sacrifice being Yahawashi, right? What he went through, that was for the nation of Israel, right? Even then, the wicked of our people said, let his blood be shed. Let it be upon us and our children. So it's only the elect remnant, right? Like in the ancient world, in that account, it would be, because they said what, 20,000 something? So Moses, the judges, Phineas and them, they were, the elect at the time. And a large number, represented the wicked of our people, the 2/3. Now you have the elect remnant, the ones that are diligently seeking YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, and then you have the rest of our people that care not for the truth, that care not for YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, the 2/3. Yahawashi's blood is only covering those that have repented and those that have faith. Lord's will, we're part of that number. Okay, so that atonement's already been made for us. We don't have to shed no blood of no animals. Okay, and our blood is not going to have to be shed. But you niggas don't have no blood covering you. You're not covered. You have not made no atonement. You haven't been cleansed. So an atonement is going to have to come in the form of your blood being shed. You're going to atone on your own. You're not going to have an animal, right? You're not going to have a scapegoat. It's going to come to a point where you are going to be the atonement. That's some scary shit. Okay? That's some scary shit. Which is why you should fear YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. But again, they become a degenerate waste, born in vain, fruitless vile figs. Okay? So all that awaits them, all that can be done with them is for them to be burned and casted away. So verse 30 in Psalms 106 again, then stood up Phinehas and executed judgment, and so the plague was stayed. And that was counted unto him for righteousness unto all generations forevermore. Verse 31 in the NLT, it says, so he has been regarded as a righteous man ever since that time. So that's what we're doing. The Lord's will, we're part of the elect. The elect will be regarded as the righteous from the time that we've been raised up to speak out, to execute judgment by the words of YAHAWASHI leading up to our salvation. Okay? The elect will be counted as the righteous. And again, the atonement is going to come. It will have to become in the form of 2/3 blood being shed. Because the wrath of YAHAWASHI is going to be on another level. Really, you niggas, our people, they're worse than the heathen because you are the ones that are supposed to be representing YAHAWASHI on the planet Earth. You were given the laws, and you chose to follow the multitude to do evil. You chose to follow people inferior to you. You wanted to be like the heathen. That when you look at what we had, and you look at what niggas chose, it's insulting. It's offensive that you threw all the glory that we had away. For bullshit, for corruption, to intermingle yourselves among filth, really, amongst vanity. The nations are nothing, and that's what niggas chose. And such as were some of us, but once we got the memo, we turned away from all that. We repented. Hey, so that's pretty much it. That's, it was a lot more than I thought, that was on my spirit, but hey, Lord's will, it was edifying, exhorting, and uplifting through the spirit of YAHAWASHI YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI KAYAHA RAWCHAA. It was so upon me to bring out this lesson and push forth this word. Keep pushing, keep praying, keep fasting, keep enduring, keep striving for the truth unto death. And YAHAWASHI shall fight for thee, and keep abiding in the faith. Abad Babal, Kwam Yasharallah, stay strong, we're almost home. Shalom, Abarakim, Lahabakharyam, meaning peace and blessings to the elect. YAHAWASHI desire may be a part of that number. May the blessing and relation be upon your households, and blessings, honor, glory, and power be unto YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWADH, LYAHAWAH, always and forever. Shalom.